Well, NLP as a discipline was developed as kind of a way or a description to understand this thing we call mind. And when I think of mind, I think about it in terms of what the dictionary says. It says it's my ability to have awareness. And that's not just awareness of what's happening here, but also an awareness that's happening in the rest of the system called my body. It's about awareness of my sensations and feelings as well. So it really, the definition of mind in that way is about awareness, bringing more awareness. There's another idea of mind, which I love, which is the way Gregory Bateson thinks about mind. And that mind, he makes a quote that says, mind is immanent. And what he means by that is that anything that can signal the world is expressing mind. So as I'm standing here and I'm talking to you on that fabulous question, and my body begins to go into a conversation, this conversation is mind in action, and it's called the somatic mind. It's what is quite often referred to as the other conversation. Well, I think that's the beauty of the wisdom of the body. First of all, I have to be sort of stuck somewhere else in my system to not be aware of it. So I go, the first wisdom that comes to my mind when I think of the wisdom of the body, and the idea of somatic syntax. Somatic meaning body, and syntax meaning the ordering of movements. The first thing that I become aware is, I think, the last I read, is that we're made up of about 32 point something billion cells. More if we're bigger, less if we're smaller. But 32 billion, I think, over 32 billion cells. These cells that create this unit of mind, we are awareness in the body. We are awareness and consciousness in this form called the body. So the wisdom of the ability for those 32 billion cells to be in relationship to each other in order to create this movement, to have this conversation, to me, that's the first deep, deep wisdom of the body. That the body is about relational connection. It's about those cells from the beginning knowing, do I become a leg? I don't know that because I'm carrying it necessarily in my mind. I know it in that cell because it's in relationship to other cells. And that's where the knowledge comes from. So when I think about the deep knowledge in the body, and for example, I look at this picture, I would say, try it for yourself. Just settle into your body and notice what you notice, what you feel. And then really take a moment and place yourself as elegantly as you can in the position with this picture. And notice if you notice anything different. That'd be the first thing I'd notice. Does your posture get better? Do something get quieter? Where does your attention go? That to me is all about awareness, and the awareness of the body. The body doesn't change like that. The body takes time, because once it's committed, whether I like the state or don't like the state, whether I like the attitude or don't like the attitude, that's a different judgment. But when the body makes a commitment to a sort of a certain groove in the record, I would say, it doesn't like to easily move away from that. And so the body takes time, it takes awareness, it takes bringing my attention to what's happening there. It's about learning skills to hold my emotions when I need to learn to hold my emotions, but also honor the heck out of them because they let me know I'm alive, and they're coming from the body. They're coming from my heart in a way, right? Probably so, because when we become more and more connected, usually we're breathing more deeply, feel more of a sense of sort of connectedness to the ground. Quite often our center of gravity drops more to the center of our body as opposed to up high. And my voice is usually higher when I'm breathing more shallow, and it deepens as I Great. Good question. Good observation. You must know NLP. Great.